Declan, it's huge commiserations. I mean, can you even put into words how much that hurts?
Yeah, it's gutting. It's devastating to lose the Champions League final on penalties. But try to take a lot of perspective from how far we've come as a group, you know. An incredible season, our 63rd game in all competitions tonight. Giving it absolutely everything up until this point. We took the game to penalties. And look, it's a lottery. There's football, you know. You either win on pens or you lose on pens. And some of the best teams ever have lost on penalties in finals. And we was on the receiving end of that tonight. But look, we win together, we lose together. And I'm so proud of this group and these boys. You know, what a season. It's been incredible. I can't speak highly enough of everyone. So look, I'm obviously gutted, but I'm just trying to take a little bit of perspective from when we started back last July to where we are now. It's been an incredible journey this season, so yeah, we'll be back.
How is Gabriel and Eberechi after the penalties?
Yeah, devastated. Obviously, to miss a penalty in the Champions League final is not nice, but we love them. We're with them, and look, that happens in football, you know. They're not going to be the last players to miss penalties in finals. Everyone's missed a penalty, and without them two this season, we wouldn't have won the Premier League. That's for sure. Gabriel has run out of words for him as a person, as a player, and Eze as well. The crucial goals he's come up with for us this year. It happens. It's football and it's cruel. But look, we take the positives and we keep going.
The game was so tight. There was one incident in extra time that you were particularly unhappy about. Do you think you should have had a penalty on Noni?
Oh, I've not seen it back yet. At first glance on the pitch, I think he's ahead of Nuno Mendes, and if I'm looking back at the one we got against Bayern Leverkusen, it's very, very similar. But look, I'm not going to get into that. Obviously, I was gutted at the time because I thought the ref would go and have a look, but it was obviously not clear enough to be a pen, and I thought it was, and so did our bench and our players. But look, against PSG, you need to be mentally on it for the whole game. I'm sure a lot of people would have wanted a game like how Bayern played them, but if we would have gone out there and played like that, you know, that's what they want, and that's how they score 5 and 6 against opponents. So you've got to be really resilient, really switched on, a lot of communication. And I thought as the game went on, we really grew into the game, had some really good chances, nullified them to hardly any, to be honest with you. But look, fair play to them. A great team, great manager, great individuals, and yeah, you know, they've lost loads over the years, and obviously now they're having their time. And I feel like that's going to keep happening with us. You know, we were having these small losses, but we're going to go on and keep pushing to try and achieve something big.
Obviously, being into the dressing room, what has Mikel Arteta kind of said to you? Is it a moment to be hurt for tonight, but be really proud of what you've achieved and the progress you've made?
He's gutted. Yeah, he's gutted. We're all gutted. It's a Champions League final. The emotions and the stakes are so high. Yeah, it's cruel. It's cruel. That's football. But look, he just spoke about how much he loves us as a group. You know, this season, what we've done in terms of how we've been every single game, 100%, given absolutely everything, with everything that's been thrown at us. I think we've come really far as a group this year. I think we've come really far, and this is only the start for this group again. Obviously, we got over the line in the Premier League, which was a dream come true. This would have been one step further. It wasn't meant to be, but we keep building. You know, since I come to the club, it was a quarter-final exit, semi-final, now a final. So look, we keep going, we keep staying positive, and that's one thing about this group. This ain't going to define us.